Russia's President Vladimir Putin has announced a partial military mobilization in Russia starting today. He also had a threat for the West, saying if the territorial integrity of our country is threatened to defend Russia and our people, we will use all means we have. This is not a bluff. He then went on to say those who try to blackmail us with nuclear weapons should know that the prevailing winds can turn in their direction as well. Maha Siddiqui joining us with the latest on that. Maha, this is possibly, as direct a reference as there has been from the Russian president about the use of nuclear weapons. How is this statement being greeted by the rest of the world?
So the Western world is, of course, reading this as a clear threat of usage of nuclear arsenal or nuclear weapons. However, sources in the Russian embassy, Ankita, have said that this should not be read as a threat from the Russian president. They are categorically mentioning that this in no means means that there will be any use of nuclear weapons. They are saying that President Putin has not threatened anyone, especially with big nuclear threat, is what they are saying. They are saying it's a wrong interpretation of President Putin's address in which he has sought, in fact, referendum in 4 places, Donbass as well as Kherson and Zaporizhia. So there is a split interpretation of this, but clearly the Western world at this moment is seeing this as a threat from President Putin because he seems to suggest that any reversal of what has been gained as grounds by Russia in Ukraine, the territories that he has mentioned, if there is any attempt to grab them back, then there will be a retaliation to that. He is looking at a referendum to legitimize this land that he has taken up in Ukraine. The West is saying that no poll, the results of these polls will not be considered legitimate because they consider these sham polls. The referendum, he's saying, that is President Putin's side says, will start on Friday.
Right, Maha, do stay on with us. Let's just remind our viewers of what Prime Minister Modi had said during the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting, on the sidelines of which he had met with the Russian president. He had talked about how this was not the time for war.
एक्सेलेंसी, मैं जानता हूं कि आज का युग युद्ध का है नहीं। मैं आपका और यूक्रेन दोनों का इस बात के लिए आभार व्यक्त करना भी चाहूंगा, क्योंकि जब शुरू के दिनों में इस संकट के काल में हमारे हजारों स्टूडेंट्स यूक्रेन में फंसे हुए थे, आपकी और यूक्रेन की मदद से हमारे स्टूडेंट को हम सुरक्षित रूप से बाहर निकाल पाए। आज फिर एक बार हम मिल रहे हैं और आज भी दुनिया के सामने जो सबसे बड़ी चिंता है, और खास करके डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज को फूड सिक्योरिटी के, फ्यूल सिक्योरिटी की, फर्टिलाइजर की, ऐसी जो समस्याएं हैं, हमें जरूर उनके रास्ते निकालने होंगे और आपने भी उसमें पहल करनी होगी। उन विषयों पर भी आज चर्चा करने का मौका मिलेगा।